What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, everybody? Welcome, 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 welcome back. This is your boy Chef Don Don. Listen, I hope you guys are doing well on this. What is today? Child, today is Wednesday. How can I forget? Listen, I hope you guys are doing well on this Wednesday. Okay. Hope that you guys are doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your boy Chef Don Don. Listen, we just got to have a quick old discussion. We got to have a quick old discussion. So, child, Candy Burris was like, Jason Lee, I don't F with you. But what you're not about to do is give no half truth. So let's tell why I really don't F with you. And so that's the energy that Miss Burris Tucker was giving. Okay. Um, so Candy did address Jason Lee. I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple weeks ago, Jason Lee had some things that he said on the Breakfast Club about Candy Burris. It was when the Candy Burris and the Tamar and all of that was going on. Okay. And then y'all, we of course we have to talk about this lawsuit that the bishop got. I mean, not the lawsuit, but this interview that the bishop did with the Shade Room. Now, speaking about lawsuits, y'all, this man is literally trying to continue to take these folks' church from them. And anybody with any common sense would just be like, "Sir, why are you doing this?" Like he's literally, it's almost like he's trying to bamboozle his way into purchasing their church that you fully have not purchased yet. You're gonna make sure you spend Easter Sunday and Easter service in there before you do anything in there. Anyway, child, we're gonna get into it. But just a few housekeeping rules before we do. Welcome to the channel. If you are not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Bang that notification bell so that you don't miss anything, okay? And listen, y'all, tell somebody that you love them. Listen, life is short. Life is very short. I said this yesterday in my live as well, but I mean that today. I have had a very, very serious death in my family. Very, very close death in my family that happened yesterday evening. And just again, y'all, life is short. And I'm going to go ahead and say this again: domestic violence is real. Sorry, I said it. We 7 minutes into this video. DV is real. It's real. It's real. It's real. And I did just lose a family member to it. So again, y'all, listen. If it gets that bad, just try to get away the best way that you possibly can, because this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. And so, I was supposed to kind of take the day off today, and I decided to, get on here and work my way through this. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a rough few weeks for me coming up, because I have my own stuff going on. But I thank God for um just being him. And so again, I appreciate all the prayers that you guys have been giving. Patreon knows exactly what's going on. I do share exclusive content over there on Patreon. So we did have a talk, and I want to thank everybody for the well wishes and prayers for my family. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. But again, let people know that you love them. All right. Please, please, please. Now, y'all know I gotta speak to everybody. Okay, I gotta speak to everybody. What's going on, Simply Elegant One? What's going on, Chris Slim? What's going on, Louisiana Chick? What's going on, Andre? What's going on, Mia? What's going on, Veronica? What's going on, Miss Vernita? How you doing? What's going on, Fresh Flowers Forever? What's going on, Andre Carr? What's going on, Veronica? What's going on, Miss Diane Jackson? Miss Terry is in the house. How you doing? P and 2 Ross is in the house. What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Teresa West is in the house. What's going on, Miss Teresa? What's going on, Waist Beads by Bree? What's up with you? What's up with you? What's going on, Brittany? How you doing? How you doing, Brittany? How you doing? How you doing? Listen, y'all better make sure y'all go ahead and get those goalies, okay? Stay up on your health. They have released several different goalies. You can go ahead and head over, click that link, and go ahead and get your free shipping right now. Okay, go ahead and get that discount. Go ahead and get your goalies. And y'all join Patreon. Patreon is where we do have exclusive conversations. Okay. I was surprised to see you here. If it helps you, do it. If you are doing it for us, we'll be okay. Well, listen. One thing about it is I do care a lot about my subscribers, so I do feel like I am I don't think obligated is the word, but I do feel like I gotta bring y'all, content because that's just what y'all subscribe for, right? Um, we got personal things going on too. Sometimes you just need a shift and a break, and y'all, that death really bothered me. Um, and so this is an outlet for me. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much why I'm doing it. That's pretty much, and y'all, it's the worth ethic in me. What is it? Is that right? Worth ethic. And I got a fat tongue. I be saying stuff crazy. What's going on, BJ? What's going on, Francine? What's what's going on, Omar? What's going on, Miss Jack of Trades? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, LNV? Ellen Messy V? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, I just had to make sure, sometimes tongue get a little quick with me sometimes, and them words get to slipping and they don't even be making sense, child. All right, listen, y'all. Listen. It's 51 people in the house so far. Please make sure you hit that like button, push me up in the algorithm. And listen, if you'd like to bless the channel, it'll be scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Okay. Listen, okay, so let's get to it. So you guys remember, I'm gonna refresh your memory anyway. I'm gonna refresh your memory when it comes to the bishop. Okay. Y'all know the bishop, the people stole in the bishop church. The bishop then had a superseding indictment, child. He has to be rearranged. I believe next week, if I'm not mistaken. I believe for some reason my spirit is telling me the 12th. I will be looking at those documents, but see I don't know. I'm gonna have to look, but I do know that he is supposed to rearranging, be rearranged, okay? Because he did have that superseding indictment where they did add the charges on that have something to do. I see LMV and Omar. The superseding indictment, which did include how he got that home, saying that he had over what was it, 2 million or 200, he wanted a $250,000 loan, but he stated that he had over $2 million in his account. And child, when they checked, the bishop only had about $10 in there, if not less than that. Okay. So the interesting thing is the bishop decided to go and do all of these different interviews, child. And I don't know why he continues to keep on doing interviews. The more you do interviews, the more you start telling stuff you ain't got no business telling. And not only that, y'all know in every interview that this man has done, he has told some type of lie. He then said, he had all these viewers online, between 20 and 40,000 viewers online, and between, what he say, 500 and 1,000 people that come to his service. Girl, we know you lying. Okay. We know you lying. So anyway, he's always doing something. Not to mention, also right now, y'all, he has this thing. We've seen the new sanctuary that he's in. So he's no longer in the sanctuary that got robbed anymore, right? He's in the new sanctuary now. Now, this new sanctuary that he's in, it's being alleged that he's going to court because I'm gonna just paint this picture for y'all real quick. Okay, so just imagine a church. They spending money trying to get the church up, but haven't gotten the church up to par to where they want to have services in it, right? And that's my choice. Okay, they leave one day, set the alarm, walk out the building, and probably a few minutes later, they get a text alert or some type of alert on their phone letting them know that somebody is in the church, right? This man has bamboozled his way to be the trust over whatever they have going on, but it was supposed to be that he was not supposed to do this until he was able to get finance for the actual church itself. Okay. So they've been having all of these different hearings. This man went and filed for bankruptcy, y'all. So now the bankruptcy court was handling everything. Now there has been an update in that, and I will go ahead and bring that back to you guys. I follow Pam, the law intellect. She does give very good tests when it comes to this, but this man is crazy. This man is crazy. Oh, thank you so much, Terry, for the cash app. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. So these people don't get to have Easter in their church, but Bling Bling Bishop, okay, he gonna be in a dress like a Easter bunny next Sunday. I mean, this coming up Sunday, because this Sunday is Easter. Baby, he gonna have on all of them colors that's in the background of this thumbnail, and I mean from pink, green, blue, orange, red. He gonna have them all on. Okay, he gonna have them all on. All right, so I don't know who plan on going down to the Bishop Church, the leaders of the Tomorrow Today, the Forever International Ministries of No Bling Bling Bishop, Uchi Lucha Gucci, whatever. If y'all choose to go down into his church, hey, what's going on, Ebony Evans? What's going on, everybody? This man right here, no, I'm for real in real life though. In real life, real life, I really want this man to get somewhere and sit down because he just don't know how to stop. Y'all know in every interview he bring up that man that was in the New Yorker. Now, the last time we talked about the bishop, I actually pasted the article, the link to the article where they are talking about this other man, okay? This Brandon Belmonte man, okay? So what we about to do, we about to listen to y'all know, ain't his name Jason down there at the Shade Room, child? He be doing Shade Room Investigates. Oh, Shade Room Investigates. Let's get into the Shade Room investigation. This is Jason from the Shade Room, and Shade Room Investigates. Yeah, I wish I had it there. I wish I had it there. He got it there. He got it there. We about to listen to. We about to listen to. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, hold on. Whew, laugh to keep from crying, ain't it? Okay, here we go. That's not what I was looking for. Um, okay, now the only reason why I cannot show this is because this is their copywritten content, and I don't need no issues. Okay, but we are gonna listen to the audio, and here we go.
I'm for prison. I have children to raise.
You remember he went viral last year, robbed of over $1 million in jewelry during church service. Now, Bishop Lamor Whitehead is wrapped up in his own mess, indicted for federal financial crimes.
This all stems from a lie.
He says it was a setup by the feds. So the Shade Room dug up some new records, shedding light on the darkness that's possibly going on behind the scenes.
It's a Shade Room.
I'm Justin Carter. This is
There
TSR
we go. There we go. There we
Investigates.
go. I told y'all. I told you.
Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates Updates.
I'm Justin Carter, and this is TSR Investigation Updates. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I had.
So the Shade Room dug up some new records, shedding light on the darkness that's possibly going on behind the scenes. I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates Updates. A lot has happened since our August 2022 investigation into the robbery that unfolded during a morning sermon at Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries in Brooklyn.
Yo. All right. Yo, all right.
Investigators say two men, 23-year-olds, Jawan Anderson and Saquon Pollock, were arrested and charged for possessing and brandishing a firearm and robbery. It was all caught on live stream. They allegedly stole over $1 million worth of jewelry from Bishop Lamor Whitehead and his wife.
I got a question though. Every time he sit down with somebody different, every time an article or something talks about this, why is it always a different amount? Why is and remember, I told y'all when he sat down with Angela Yee, the part that bothered me the most was the fact that he said he had a chain. Oh, I can't remember how big he said it was, but He said that the man was feeling all on his back to feel the necklace or whatever, right? But did you throw it to your back or what? Because why in the world would anybody that's robbing you, if you are facing down on the ground, right? Wouldn't the chain automatically be facing down on the ground too, and not in your back? And he feeling behind your back, especially if you have a clergy collar on. Man, get out of my face. Sorry, y'all. Okay, let's get back into it.
And his wife. A third suspect is still at large.
I was getting drowned for 2 months that I was the one who set the robbery up.
Do you know who Jawan Anderson and Saquon Pollock are?
No, I never seen them a day in my life.
But the tables have now
I don't
turned on
believe that.
Bishop Whitehead, known as the Bling Bling Bishop. He parades around New York City, seen on social media, in luxury cars, designer outfits, and a multi-million-dollar mansion in New Jersey. A mansion that's now been written in recent indictments as something Bishop Whitehead allegedly tried to pay for by using fake bank records. In December 2022, he was indicted on fraud, extortion, and making false statements. Prosecutors wrote in that indictment that for over a year, beginning in April 2020, he, quote, elicited approximately $90,000 from an individual who attended his church, telling her that he would, quote, use the money to assist her in obtaining a home. And after doing so, Whitehead would otherwise be able to use the money as an investment in his real estate business. Instead, investigators say that he used the money, which was from the victim's retirement savings, to purchase, quote, thousands of dollars of luxury goods and clothing, and he continued to use the victim's money for his own purposes.
She was never a member of my ministry. Okay, I'm not guilty. Period, point blank. And I just wish people read.
We did read further. The indictment includes a second
Now,
incident
we
accusing
did
the
read
bishop of
further.
attempting to
Wait,
convince
wait,
a
wait.
businessman.
He said we did read further.
Read.
We did read further. The indictment includes a second incident accusing the bishop of attempting to convince a businessman to lend him approximately $500,000 in exchange for a stake in certain real estate transactions.
Now, this is the man that he's saying is working with the FBI that set him up.
His relationship with New York City Mayor Eric Adams. It says, quote, that Whitehead had no ability to obtain such actions, despite him telling the alleged victim that they would make millions.
He continuously lied about the entire narrative, and he put me on their radar.
Bishop Whitehead says the businessman in this indictment is Brandon Belmonte, an auto body shop owner who he hired to repair his family's luxury cars.
And he overheard me talking about real estate, and then he started to do his research, knowing who I was and knowing that the mayor of New York was my mentor. And then he began, unbeknown to me, he began to start a project on me as far as trying to get me, lower me into saying things about the mayor. He had owed me $5,000 because I had to pay for my wife's rental car that he said he was going to reimburse. And when he came to pay me, right, the first thing,
Hit that like button.
That he did was say, okay, look, how much money do we have to pay the mayor under the table?
He says that it was a transaction set up by the FBI.
Why would he try to set you up? What would be his motive?
His motive is he's in trouble for some other stuff, whatever he's doing. And I'm a bishop. I have celebrity status, and the mayor of New York.
We did look up Brandon Belmonte.
Wait. What celebrity are you? We're not talking about you because you're a celebrity. We're talking about you because you scamming. That's not allegedly. A legend. I mean, bro, you what? And he keeps saying he a well-known pastor, all of this kind of stuff. Sir, we didn't know about you till you got robbed. And still when you got robbed, we thought that you had something to do with it. I'm just saying a legend. I mean, come on now. You are no famous bishop, you are no famous pastor, no none of that. No, and you do not got no celebrity status. Yeah.
I have celebrity status and the mayor of New York.
We did look up Brandon Belmonte in the U.S.
Celebrity
Federal Court
status.
Records database. Belmonte has been named in several lawsuits accusing him of failure to repay hundreds of thousands of dollars in private loans, but one of the cases was in fact thrown out because it was filed in the wrong jurisdiction.
You have become this polarizing figure where everybody's glued to what you're wearing, how you move, everybody's watching your every move. And we've talked about this before. You driving the fancy cars and you having the Gucci blazer on.
Right? It seems like a
Gucci.
crime that I got a
Gucci.
Gucci vest on
Gucci.
or Gucci. So just to help me understand,
So
why
it wouldn't
can't
be
I
a
wear
big
what I
deal
wear?
if you
You're
wasn't
being
being
accused of taking money or
scamming folks.
scamming people out of money, and then you show up in a flashy way. So it is optics.
Justin. I've been doing real estate over 20 years.
Is that
Right.
where the money comes from? I mean, how many properties?
You know,
do you have?
the Bible says
Oh,
the Bible said that there was 4 rivers in the Garden of Eden. And I always teach my people to have at least 4 streams of income. I don't have to go through how all streams of income of how I make my money, right? Because I'm not going to ask you how you make all your money. But you better believe it's legit.
You work hard, you get rewarded for it. But in the same token, there are people out there who don't work hard, who manipulate people into giving them money, and that is what people see you as.
People were mad at me because they
Nigga,
seen
did
my
you just
closet,
laugh?
right? People were mad at me when I
Nigga,
got
did you
robbed.
just
Why did
laugh?
you have jewelry on?
Oh.
Why not? So I can't buy jewelry, and at the end of the day, God is not mad at me for wearing Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Fendi. You want to know why? Because God gave them the idea for it. Because the Bible says in Jeremiah 1:5,
my
before I
God.
formed thee,
So
I knew you. So the purpose of the make.
wait. I know why y'all wear Fendi, Gucci, and all of that stuff. Because God gave them the power to make the stuff. That's why y'all wear it. That's why y'all buy it. This man
Claiming that he slandered his name in
Vuitton, God already put that purpose in them before he even came into their mother's womb.
We reached out to Brandon Belmonte for comment. We haven't heard back, but back in March, Bishop Whitehead did file a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against him, claiming that he slandered his name in an interview with the New Yorker magazine that suggested that Bishop Whitehead tried to get a $5,000 kickback in exchange for government favors. Bishop Whitehead has denied all charges against him and says that he can't comment on specifics of these cases, but says that he's looking forward to his day in court to clear his name. For TSR Investigates Updates, I'm Justin Carter.
This is Justin Carter with TSR Investigates Updates.
Okay, listen, that was the interview with the bling bling bishop. And the crazy thing is how they started the interview. They actually they started the interview with one of his fans in the Goodwill taking a picture. Taking a picture with him. They is shady. The Shade Room is definitely living up to their name. Shady, baby. Shady boots, shady boots, shady boots. Oh, thank you, Bishop, for the chuckle, for the kiki. I needed that on today. A good old chuckle and a good old kiki. Listen, if you're just now coming in here, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that like button. All right. So, look, he ain't on this thumbnail, but I sure do want to talk about him real quick and real briefly. I'm so sorry, y'all. You know, I don't be out handing out the notifications and stuff. I apologize. I do apologize. It is my apology. But it is so glad to have you all here. I don't think no one was notified because this was a, like a quick laugh. Okay. So Marquise Houston, Marquise, whatever his name is. Listen, let me just say this. I want him to get somewhere, sit down and shut up because you wrong, bro. And that just is what it is. Like I'm not about to debate. I'm not about to go back and forth. You're wrong. You're wrong, bro. Like, yo, it really sounds like you honestly groomed your wife, and I don't. For the life of me, I don't know why you think speaking out on it actually fixes the issue. Like, I don't think that there's anything that you can do to explain the situation. Hey, G darling. Hey, Too Feisty. Hey, Say Marquise. What's going on? Ranting with Ricardo. What's going on? To okay, hold on. Nola Reeves. What's up with you? What's going on? Everybody that's just coming in. What's going on, Miss Yvonne? Y'all please hit that like button. Miss Ebony Evans living for me today. Child, I told you sometimes you got to laugh to keep from crying. Okay, laugh to keep from crying. Okay, so for me again, I just feel like he really groomed his wife, but I for the life of me, I can't figure out why you talking. Why you talking? Shut your mouth, please. Just be quiet. Like, please be quiet. Please be quiet because you look crazy. All right. So I don't know. We're gonna say prayers to the deceased. Y'all know the founder, Bob Lee of Cash App, was fatally stabbed in San Francisco. Now, as of yet, there have been no arrests that have been made in regards to this. No arrests have been made. It says that he was treated and taken to the hospital, but later passed away due to his injuries. So I am so sad to hear that. I am definitely sad to hear of his unfortunate passing. Somebody fatally stabbing him. Kind of makes me wonder though. Uh, was somebody like looking for you? What happened? That's what I want to know. Yes, he's just the founder. He's not the CEO. He's not the president of any of that. He's just the founder. He's just the founder. Let me see what y'all saying. Hey, Miss Roberta, what's going on? I came ready to clown in a pastel. Baby, let me tell you something. You better have y'all better have y'all pastel suits on, y'all Gucci. Sorry, not Gucci. Let me not disrespect Gucci, Mr. Gucci. Uchi, Lucia, Wuchi suits. That's what y'all need on. Your Lucia, Uchi, Wuchi suits, okay? Because they not real. They not real. They not real whatsoever. Okay. Okay, so let me get back into something else that I did see. Now, again, like I was saying, I think that Marquise Houston, he groomed that. He groomed his wife. And that's just what that is. Get somewhere, sit down, and shut up. Okay. Hey, Ebony M, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Now, Michael K. Williams, uh drug dealer, pleads guilty in overdose death case. Now, this comes from TMZ. This was actually just reported. The man who prosecutors claim caused Michael K. Williams' death by giving him dirty drugs has pled guilty in a plea deal and could see serious prison time. Now, 39-year-old Irvin, and I'm not going to try to say his last name, Cartagena, I can't say it, but anyway, pled guilty Wednesday in NYC to one count of conspiring to distribute drugs in connection to the late actor's fatal overdose from 2021. He now faces a mandatory minimum of 5 years in prison and could even see as many as 40 years. It goes on to say that Irvin, because I can't, is his first? Yeah, Irvin, because I can't say his last name, was facing additional charges and potentially life in prison, but immediately pled guilty to just one. Now, federal prosecutors slammed Irvin after securing the guilty plea, as well as others who were arrested by saying the sale of fentanyl laced, one of those drugs, happened in broad daylight. Okay, so they're pretty much saying that the exchange happened in broad daylight and they are after him for what he did. Okay, all right. Now I'm trying to see, do I got any more news that y'all can use? Any more news you can use? Any more news you can use? News you can use. Okay, so we did talk about the bishop, the bling bling bishop. And I have to go back and look at those court papers, y'all. He got so many court papers. But I do need to go through his court documents and actually see where he's supposed to be rearranged. But I'm from what I understand is sometime next week. Sometime next week. So it's gonna be really interesting to see that. Okay. Listen, guys, now y'all know that I've been following the Shanquella Robinson and the Rasheem Carter case. I am working very hard on this Rasheem Carter case because there has been some new details that have come out, including the work log from the workers. So let me just run y'all up real quick and let you know about the Rasheem Carter case. So you guys know we've been talking about this from Fayetteville, Mississippi, where this young man ended up being brutally, his body was dismembered and spread all over, in the wooded area. But he had been running from some white man in a truck, and the way that the police have been handling it there in that area, and the way that things have just been going on, it's been very crazy. Well, now we have text messages, we have phone logs, and we have work documents, work logs as well. So when they're supposed to sign in to work and all that different kind of stuff. So there's a lot going on with that. We're gonna do a deep dive into that because I need to do a little bit more research to figure out um the boss and what the boss got going on. Because for me, it's a lot of covering up, and they're making every attempt in the world to try to cover up whatever these crimes are. And I'm not here for it. So I am going to be doing a deep dive, a deep dive into what we are going to be talking about when it comes to that. Okay. Shanquella Robinson update. They have, well, it looks like legal teams are like doing interviews. They're expressing, child, we already going through stuff with Jill and Joe and all these folks over there at the White House, but they are doing whatever they can to try to get in contact with the White House, so the White House and the U.S. can take jurisdiction and we can get this situation fixed. You guys do know that they did tell one attorney that went over to Mexico that if she wanted details about what happened at that villa to Shanquella Robinson, to go and find the guest mates that were with her during that trip, which is crazy to me. I don't even know why in the world would you even say something like that. I don't get it. I don't get it, but it's crazy. Okay. So that's that. Listen, if y'all would like to show some love to the channel, it is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Okay. Cash App, $ Chef Don 2, or via Venmo at Chef Don 2 as well. And then, too, if you guys have Google Pay, Apple Pay, all of that different stuff, you can use what we have now, which is going to be coffee. All right. And this is the instructions to coffee. And I also did pay screenshots in Patreon. Okay. I did pay screenshots in Patreon. All right. Before I get into the last topic, which is going to be Kandi and Jason Lee, I wanted to say this. First of all, again, for those of you that are in Patreon and know exactly what's going on, thank you guys so much for the love and making sure that I'm good. Sometimes you really do have to do stuff to keep yourself from getting into that really low place. And I don't really take death like that very easy. So I try to keep myself busy, so that I'm not falling in that deep place. Okay. So you guys join the family. We have real conversations over in Patreon. We do all of that good stuff. So please make sure that you join Patreon. It's just $6 to join. Okay. Now there will be a new tier added to the membership. Now, this new tier that's going to be added to the membership, you will have access to some of the videos that will be uploaded to Patreon. However, like we'll do our Love and Marriage Huntsville reviews over in Patreon. We'll do those on Sundays. And then on Tuesdays, they will be uploaded to YouTube. And so we'll go from there. Okay. And I just rather do it that way because I feel like if you're gonna troll me, you're gonna have to pay me to troll me this season. Okay, we ain't gonna have none of them death threats and all that kind of stuff that we had last season. We leaving that over there. You come in this season with that, you're gonna have to pay me to send me them messages. Period. Okay. Anyway, anyway. Oh, thank you guys so much. Louisiana Chick says she is sorry for my loss. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brittany, love you, Chef. Thank you. I love you guys back, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Because I love the Don Dons. All right. So Don Dons, let's get into it. So you guys remember a couple weeks ago, Jason Lee was, I guess he was guest hosting on the Breakfast Club. He had some things to say about Kandi Burruss. So we are going to listen to what he had to say, and then we're going to listen to Kandi Burruss's response to what he had to say. Give me a second. Let me get to my saved videos here. And let's go ahead and pull. Thank you so much, Ebony Evans, for the love as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. Let's take a listen.
Loved her. She had a storyline that made sense when Phaedra was there and they had all the sex gate where they said they were in the dungeon or allegedly, you know, out doing threesomes and stuff. She had an interesting storyline. Since we've been critical about her not having a storyline and being a boring housewife and needed to be replaced, she's been a mean girl in these streets. She just recently was rude to one of my staff at the Grammys. And I have a feeling, after talking to lots of people in her peer group, that Kandi is a bully. I think the Kandi's a bully.
Really?
Absolutely.
I've never got that impression of Kandi.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
not at all.
Hard. They seem like cool people.
Well, there's what you see on TV, reality, and what you see in real life. Now, I will tell you, her agent, she got an agent named Nick Roses. Let me go ahead and put his name out there because I told him I was going to slap his ass. He's messy. All of them are messy. But anyway,
if Jason calling somebody messy, they messy.
They messy.
What? Yeah, but Tamar, you know, I asked her at the time when this was posted, you know, was it real? What's going on? Are you trying to get on Housewives of Atlanta? Because this is how storylines happen. Kandi in Escape, I would love, this is how storylines happen. You know, she's out in Atlanta now, and the show is kind of boring without Nene and Phaedra. Portia. And so, yeah, I don't know.
See, I don't watch the show, but all I ever hear is people talking about the Kandis of the world. But it's also because Kandi's such an entrepreneur. You know what I mean?
She's
Kandi got all these businesses going.
Her restaurant's slapping.
That's what I'm
her
saying.
restaurant good.
So, like, do you have to, when they say boring, is it because she's not being messy or not being?
I mean, it's reality TV.
Ratchet.
Yes.
They want messy. They want
mess.
ratchet. Yes.
Okay.
This is what they want.
Okay. So that's what happened. Do you outgrow reality television once you become an entrepreneur?
We're talking about somebody.
Things?
Yes.
Like,
Wow.
yo.
Well, we got more Kandi news later on. There's another story. She out here starting fights with other R&B girls online.
Jesus. All right. I'm going to Atlanta this week. I was going to go by what's the name of her restaurant? Old Lady Gang?
Yeah.
I think she got two now, though. I saw a steak place she got now, too. I saw them wilding at
now the soul spot is popping. They got these little salmon bites. Woo.
Okay.
This is how storylines happen, you know.
Now, Jason Lee, I want you to get somewhere and this man does nothing but have commentary. He's another DJ Pandemics. All they do is have commentary on women. Okay. Y'all know I ain't never here for that. I don't even gotta be a fan of Candies. I ain't gotta be a fan of nobody. I don't like when men do stuff like this. And let's keep it a buck. Okay. Jason Lee is the same person who's been in reality TV before. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Stop bullying women. Let's talk about that. You said you think Kandi is a bully. You stop bullying women. Like, yo, he always is doing the most, just like that doggone DJ Fat Demics. They always up here talking out the side of their neck. And I said this about Jason Lee, and let me go ahead and put my disclaimer up here. But bro, you are the same person who has literally bamboozled his way to the top. And when I say bamboozled, I'm talking about his connections with people and how he gets his connections with certain people. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, especially if you know who he is and know how he been moving over these last few years, especially since he ain't been on reality TV. Man, go on somewhere. Okay, so that Jason Lee irks me. That was that, right? So here is Candy's response to what Jason Lee had to say.
He was on Breakfast Club.
Yeah, he was on Breakfast Club.
So please stop letting that door swing. God
and
damn.
he was like going in on me on the Breakfast Club from the clip that I saw. Okay. And basically he was trying to say that he heard that was somebody on his team or whatever said that I was rude to them at the Grammys.
Right.
So we can address that.
That's true.
We can
so
address
you
that.
know what he's talking about?
I know exactly what he's talking about. And I will tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so basically, Jason Lee has dogged me on his podcast or on.
Has he?
Yes, in the past. He
I didn't know
said
that.
things about me. Well, you know, people send me clips, you know what I'm saying? So I saw some things that he said wasn't too cool, wasn't too nice, right? You know, I've seen other interviews that he did that he, you know, wasn't too friendly towards me, right? And then he and it seemed like he had an issue with the fact that I never what's his name? Jason his invitation on his show. So that was his way of dogging me or whatever, a reason for being negative towards me. So my thing is,
that's what you that mad about.
But why are you mad if I don't want to do your podcast if you talk bad about me? Like, who wants to go on somewhere where they already know the person that dogged them or dragged them or said something crazy?
Will quite possibly drag and dog you in person.
Well, no, not necessarily in person, because I saw him in person. He didn't say anything to me. He had more of an issue with our agent.
Which he spoke on that as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's something else that I don't even have anything to do with me. But my thing is, it's like, I don't even understand what the issue is, because I mean, like, when he first started his site or whatever, I was like, you know, I followed his page, you know, I told other people to follow his page, and then it was like, you know, other little negative comments was being said, and I was like, okay, you know, you peep
and
stuff,
let's keep it a book. This is
on
stuff
his show,
that
so
has happened.
that was
Jason
his
Lee
way
has
of dogging me
on Kandi
or whatever,
years.
a reason for being negative towards me. So my thing is, cool. But why are you mad if I don't want to do your podcast if you talk bad about me? Like, who wants to go on somewhere where they already know the person that dogged them or dragged them or said something, say stuff about you, right? And then, you know, he really went in on me another time, like, you know, what was it, towards the fall of last year, and, you know, somewhere. It was on social media. And after that, I was just like, okay, cool. Like, I know how you feel, and y'all already know how I am. If somebody is shady to me, then I don't fuck with you. It's as simple as that. I don't have anything crazy to say to you.
So basically, whoever works for him just got the trickle effect.
Well, no. They didn't even really get a trickle effect. What happened was say stuff about you, right? And then
trickle effect.
Well, no. They didn't even really get a trickle effect. What happened was I was doing something or the red carpet. I was working, okay, and so I was going and I was speaking to in my breaks. I was going and doing interviews with everybody on the carpet, so I can only do a couple at a time because I was working, right?
Gotcha.
So when I came by his people, I did one interview, and then I came to the girl. I was like, hey. And then somebody from my side whispered in my ear, oh, you know, that's Jason Lee's podcast. So I was like, after I said, hey, I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I can't even do it, but all right. And I just walked. I didn't say anything crazy to her. I didn't say anything bad, you know.
Yeah, that's like, a good response.
Yeah, I was about to start talking, but when I realized it was his thing and he's already been dogging me.
Yeah, you better than me.
I just bowed out.
I would have been like, oh no, I don't fuck with y'all. I would have said that. No, that's what I'm saying. You better than me.
Well, no. It wasn't to the person that I was speaking. I said hello.
I was like, hello, you cool, but I don't fuck with him.
It wasn't.
Next.
I didn't really have time to go into a big, deep explanation.
Yeah, there ain't no explanation, Kandi.
In my opinion, they already know he don't like me, right? They already know he don't like. Everybody know he don't really care for me, right?
Yeah.
He said it publicly, so it really wasn't even a reason for me to have to explain. That's the way I looked at it.
Oh, well.
So I just went on about my business and I went to the next person. It wasn't that deep.
All right, shout out to him. Move on.
Yeah, moving right along. It wasn't to the person.
Okay, so. Oh, I forgot that Jason Lee allegedly posted this. Okay, so let me just say this. Do I want to interview with somebody who done dogged me? I know, and I think that that's natural. You know what I'm saying? That's very much so natural. I don't see it for Jason Lee. However, let me just say this. And I see two people I had already said it in the comment section about Kandi. But I do feel the same way when it came to Lily with the whole speak on it thing. Kandi fans drag Lily for saying that she did not want to go on speak on it. Not only that, Akbar did as well. And then Kandi kind of chuckled about it. And my cousin was in it. No, I mean, if this is the way you're gonna feel, other people got the same right to feel that same exact way. I just think in general, if don't nobody respectfully want to interview with you, then let it be what it is. But Jason Lee, what he does is he know good and well that Kandi is not going to interview with him, and he like to throw shots and digs at her, and he been doing it for years. We've seen it. We've seen it. He's been doing it for years. So stop bullying folks. If they don't want that interview, then they just don't want to interview with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel about that one. Kandi had that right. You're absolutely right. Kandi does have that right. Kandi has that right, and so does Lily. But people dog Lily out about Lily not wanting to go on speak on it. And Kandi even got on her, what's the name? It was like, I don't know why she don't want to come on speak. I mean, just respectfully, if she chooses not to come, that's just like you don't want to interview with certain people. I think that everybody deserves that same respect or that same right. This is what that is. I mean, that's keeping it 100. Jason Lee, he is. I don't see it for Jason Lee at all. And I do think that every time Jason Lee gets a moment, he likes to bully women. He likes to bully women. And I just ain't here for it. And I'm, of course, call you out every time you do it. I'm going to, of course, call you out. But I just want to be fair and say that that's the same thing that if Kandi don't want to interview with somebody respectfully, then I think she should do that same thing. Kimmy, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's facts. It's the truth, though. I can understand if it wasn't the truth. I can definitely understand if it wasn't the truth, but it's it's the truth. Everybody has the right to deny an interview if you so rightfully choose so. Okay. Jason Lee, we haven't forgot you throwing that drink at Hazel E. Nope. That's why I say again, he don't do right. He don't do right at all. My thing about all that is SWV is taking personal. Okay, so we're not about to make this about SWV. We're not about to make this about Escape. I'm not about to do none of that. I said what I said, and I meant that because again, if respectfully someone declines to interview with you, then they just respectfully decline to interview with you. And I really don't honestly think you need to speak on it. If it was a decline, it was a decline. Let's move on. It happens. It's a part of the media. It happens. Move on. Kandi wasn't bothered by Lily declining. Jason had a history of dogging people. I think I had just said that, and she did. She spoke on her Amazon Live. So, I mean, like I said, I ain't going back and forth by my opinion about it. I feel like, again, respectfully, if someone declines an interview with you, you take that and move on with it. Move on in life with it. I've been saying the same thing about Jason Lee. He throw digs. I don't see it for Jason Lee. And I feel like Kandi is valid in her feelings, but it's the same for everybody. It ain't just the same for one person, for two people, only because they your faves or whatever the case may be. The truth is the truth. It's the truth. And we got to stand on it. Oh, anyway, interview with whoever you want to interview. Yeah, right. Interview with whoever you want to interview with. And if you decide, listen, I've been tuned into your content. You don't do nothing but dog me out. And since you don't do nothing but dog me out, I'm not coming to your platform. Right? And that's what that is. Now, I did see in this same post, after Jason Lee made his appearance on And this is what I mean by Jason Lee always doing the most. This is what I mean, and it's crazy, right? Okay, so Jason Lee puts up a response, and I'm not sure what he's pointing at. But anyway, he said, I just saw at Kandi's post, and I'm confused why she thinks I hate her. I love Kandi and have said it so many times. Guess I'll respond to clear the air on the Jason Lee podcast. Disclaimer, I'm not going back and forth with her. I don't want a peach. I mean, but that's kind of what it's given. Just keeping it a buck, that's what it's given, sis. That's what it's given. This is exactly what it's given. And that again was a trolling post. So I'm here for it. And I stand with the fact that Kandi said, if I don't F with you and I don't like what you say on your podcast, I ain't showing up for no interview. That's just what that is. I ain't even responding to you about no interview. And honestly speaking, doing what we do just as YouTubers, like if we get up here and literally are consistently dogging somebody, like what do I look like reaching out to the bishop, asking the bishop for an interview? Every last one of my videos that I do on the bishop is demonetized, which then tells me that this man is out here. He don't like what folk got to say about him. So I think, again, that's what that is. That's just what that is. She has every right to decline. Jason goes on asking people that decline to come to his show. He did the same with Meg, and he was downright disrespectful. Agreed. I agree. I agree with that. Why are they making a big deal about this? No interview, move on. Well, you know, you can't just get on a platform like the Breakfast Club and decide to say all of these things, and all you had to do was just say, yo, we was at the Grammys. I know Kandi don't F with me, and my people was there getting ready to do an interview, and she was like, nah, can't do it. I mean, I don't really understand why, like you said, why you got to speak on it. Why even talk about it? Why talk about it? Why talk about it? You saying she doing stuff for being on reality TV, but what you doing? You doing stuff so you can get podcast clicks and views. I mean, it just all flows under the same project, like the same things. Like that's just what it is. Anyway, so with that being said, that's just generally how I feel. I feel like whatever industry you are in, especially the media, if you dog somebody out or you say something that somebody don't like, you just got to accept the fact that they don't want to do no interview with you. Cool. Try to clear the air up behind the scenes and move on. And if you can't do that, then it just is what it is. Jason Lee gonna mess around and have someone's goons come after him like, child, it's a shock compared to, it's a shock. I'm gonna put it that way. I'm gonna say that it's a shock that it ain't happened. Thank you, Chrislyn. I appreciate the Cash App blessing. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. But yeah, so Jason thinks that he's the ish because he knows Floyd Mayweather. Not only that, Brittany, but I've said this about him plenty of times. Like somebody was just saying the other day, how is it that Jason Lee, as much controversial stuff as he's always said, how does this man always tend to make it to the top, or always get all these things, right? He done had deals with Fox Soul. Now he with Revolt TV. He done been with all of these and done everything. And this is one of the reasons why I say he has bamboozled his relationships with people. Do y'all remember not too long ago when, and we ain't heard no more about it, but do y'all remember not too long ago when he put out that phone call of Wendy Williams saying that she was married? Do y'all remember that? Somebody please tell me y'all remember that. Remember also too, that's when Wendy Williams said that she was getting ready to do her podcast. And he kept saying, if you need some help, you need some tips, I got you. And Wendy was like, nah, I'm good. He really, again, tried to, that was another way that I feel like, and when I say bamboozle, I'm not talking about, I don't know, money or anything like that. I'm just talking about the way that he treats people to make it to the top. Like, why did you need to put that phone call out about her, especially if it wasn't true? So you're going to use one of her vulnerable moments, a moment that you know that she's extremely vulnerable, ain't no telling what's going on with her, and you release those phone calls. This dude is always up to something, and that's the reason why I always say he slick makes it to the top in whatever he do. So he's just a gross person. Like, I don't see it for Jason Lee, and I've always said that. Like, he's a very gross person. Just some of the things that I've seen that he's done just over the years since we've been in this whole, uh Cora situation, just the way that he's moved in the last year and a half. It's crazy to me. That's why Beyonce ran away from his message. Yeah, it's giving a Wendy Williams and 50 cents. Yeah, I can't do Jason. I can't. Jason talking because he wants Stephen Latasha and Rocky to do an interview on this platform. Baby, let me tell you something. Yo, if I see Jason Lee get an interview with Latasha and Rocky, you talking about somebody that's gonna be over here chuckling. I'm gonna be over here chuckling because Rocky gon' I don't like no Rocky, but Rocky gonna probably dance around Jason Lee. Jason Lee don't ask when he interview people. Jason Lee don't ask like questions that we be like, "Ooh, that was a good one." You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't ever hear that. Never hear that. Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one. No. Oh yeah, he did that. Yeah, he did. Like, it was so crazy because in that moment that we had, the only person that we heard this information from was Jason Lee. Then here comes her publicist or whoever she had at that particular time, then says that that's not true. Then here you go saying, well, here, I'm gonna drop the phone call. Again, bro, you waited until that woman was in a very vulnerable state, and then you decided to drop that phone call on the world about her allegedly being married. And then after that, it was like nobody addressed it, nobody had nothing to say. Even when she finally did speak and say something, she never even that was crazy. That was crazy. Jason Lee is also the same man. Now I have heard several different conspiracy theories, but y'all do know that he had allegedly killed that lady from over there. I'm sorry, unalived that lady over there. Okay, and said that that lady was already dead. Okay, already dead, and that lady died. What 3-4 months later? It wasn't. I'm like, yo, this is the same man. The same man. He is a bully. You right. You right. You right. You right. He's a bully. Rocky and Tasha would be done to do an interview with Jason Lee. They'll be slow. Then. Child. Well, they would only be talking too much because I think that they would be doing all the talking. When have we ever seen an interview with Jason Lee and Jason Lee was like asking real serious questions? I ain't never seen no interview that he done ask questions. Never. Also, the Miles are saying to please be colorful with your language and colorful with the spelling of your language. Please, please, please. It's greatly appreciated. And hit that like button while y'all at it. What's up, Ray Mail? Ray Mail say y'all remember when he said that? Yeah, let me tell y'all something. He just he just ain't that dude for me. And y'all know what? I really want to know what happened over there at Fox Soul. I really want to know what happened with him at Fox Soul. I do. I want to know. He is a bully. Is what lady? I don't even remember what I was talking about. I think I was talking about Wendy Williams. Oh what? Oh Lord. Let me tell you something. That man is crazy, none. Jason Lee talks about himself more and asks questions in his interview. Talks more about himself, and that's true. I know somebody else that do that. They make the interview all about themselves. we posting pictures of ourselves and we interviewing somebody. What good do that do? Why not promote the interview with the people that you are interviewing? You know, that's what you do. That's what you do. You don't post a picture of yourself and say, I'm having an interview with Cardi B. Okay, well, why Cardi B ain't on this picture? You know. So I don't see it for no Jason doggone Lee. I don't like how he treat women or none of that stuff. Yeah, LOL, that sounds familiar, huh? Yeah, you can like if I'm interviewing somebody. First of all, I'm gonna be excited that I got the interview anyway, just because I'm a people type of person and I like to have conversations and talk with people. So I'm gonna be excited about it, and I'm probably not gonna stop posting about it. Y'all gonna be sick of me. Chef, can you please stop posting this picture? No. Chef, Latasha singing at Bishop Robert Church this Sunday. I believe it. I sure believe it. She gonna run them all up and through that leaders of tomorrow, today, forever international ministries over there with the Bishop Lamor. Yes, indeed, baby. She gonna run them up out of there, ain't it? She gonna run them up out of there. I can hear Jesus will to count. You ain't even know what she's saying. You ain't even know what she's saying. She done ran y'all all up and through the aisles and everything, child. Through the baby shower chairs and everything down at the leaders of tomorrow, today, and forever international ministries of the bling bling bishop. Ooh, you know, I just realized something. I got some messy don-dons. But let me tell you something. I love a good old laugh, and that's what y'all are giving me. Okay. The question is, Armand did a video about it, and it's one when he burned Jason book. Oh, I remember that. Oh, Jesus. Y'all do know Good Friday is in 2 days. Okay. Good Friday is in 2 days. So y'all know what that means, right? Do anybody know what that means? Do anybody know why Good Friday is going to be a great day? Does anybody know? Does anybody know why? Are y'all off of work on Friday? Are y'all off of work because it is Good Friday? Do they give y'all that off anymore? But do y'all also know what Good Friday is? Good Friday is the day that y'all get to run laps from your seat. Y'all hear me what I say? Friday is a day that you get to run laps from your seat. Okay. And you know what that means? That means that you need I can't even get it out. That means you need to head. That means you need to head over to your Apple Music or your Google Music. I don't even know what Google. I mean, what the Android got for music, but go to your Apple Music, your iTunes. Go to your iTunes, okay, and type in LaTorsha Scott, okay, and that album gonna come up, okay? That new gospel album gonna come up, okay? That new gospel album. And what y'all gonna do is have y'all about $10. I don't even know how much this album gonna cost. I don't know how many songs the album got. That's just how much I know about it. But anyway, you gonna head over there and then you're gonna click purchase. Y'all gonna click purchase and go there and purchase Latasha album and run that album up so it can get number one. Okay, number one. Tasha should have named her new album "Open Marriage Loving." Well, baby, one thing about it is she wouldn't have been able to. She wouldn't have been able to do that on that label over there. Oh my God! Now they could be free. No thanks. Oh no, the devil is a liar. Why y'all want to go down there and get Tasha album? Hey, so that mean ain't none of y'all pre-order it. That mean why y'all didn't pre-order the album? Let me look up some information on this album real quick. Not that I really care, but I'm curious to know how many songs Latasha got on this album. Cause girl, if you calling this an album and it's an EP, we're not about to do that. Let's see her new album. Also, I know a lot of y'all has sent me the clip of Jermaine Dupri. Yeah, I can't even lie. I didn't really get into it. Okay. Tasha had a interview with somebody in Houston. You mean to tell me they drove that bus to Houston? I know good well they didn't drive that big old bus to Houston. I think that bus was only meant to be going down around and stuff in the Atlanta. I don't think that bus was meant to. I mean, but anyway, y'all hold on a second because this an ad right here. But I want to know, did she have an interview in Houston? Girl, I have to hear about this because this look recent. Hold on, y'all. They playing her song. I don't want to hear it.
With us now to talk about her return to the spotlight.
Hello.
So we've been talking about longevity.
Yes.
In this business, and you've been in it for decades now, and kind of new life into your career at this point.
Yes, it's a blessing to be here 30 years later. And when I say that, I'm like, oh my gosh, 30 years. But to love it and still be passionate about what I do is just everything to me, you know. And now that it's another genre of music, it just makes it all worthwhile to have staying power, you know, and people to still embrace it after this long time.
Listen, you still got it, Latasha. And I got to say, I was telling you during commercial break, Catherine and I were listening to Understanding.
Oh, Lord.
We were all singing that in the 90s. And I know overnight, your group, I mean, you were famous overnight.
Yeah.
What's it like for you now, decades later, when you got the call about this TV show? Because doing a reality show
we talked about that.
is very exposing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, did you have any hesitations about doing the show?
I did. I had reservations in the beginning. I just wanted to make sure that everything stayed positive because that's who I am and that we were celebrated. You're talking about two super groups that have blasted in this industry. It's very hard to do. And so when I signed up, I was like, yes, we're going to do it. And we never got to the tour. I was very disappointed with just the way that things were kind of narrated. And so, you know, I'm disappointed, but at the same time, I want the world to know that, you know, when you've been in it this long, you've got to enjoy what you do. You can't just do stuff without being passionate about it. Yeah.
So much talent. I know a lot of your roots are in gospel as well. Speaking of positivity and that beautiful sound. So what's it like kind of seeing your music transition?
Honestly, it's really, really good. You know, my grandmother and I talked about this a long time ago, and people go, oh, you're going back to your roots. That's just a part of.
First of all, Latasha, I got a question for you. Why did you book this interview with this stiff wig on? Girl, if you don't take that wig back on down there to the wig store, that I know you got that off of the clearance rack and paid $5.99 for it. I want you to take it back and give them their wig back. Okay? That's what you need to do. You need to walk your happy butt back on down there to the wig store and give them folks that $5 wig back. That's what I'm mad at you about. Okay? It ain't even the fact that you up here talking. Okay? Now we already know you got regrets about that album, and if you don't have no regrets about that album, you should have. About the reality show, you should. You definitely should. Hey sis, what's going on? What's going on, Prosperity Thick Girl? For that, what's going on? Yeah, Kandi was right. Kandi was right. No, I'm gonna need you to get that fixed. You ain't supposed to let Run Tasha do that for you. The interview with Jermaine wasn't good at all. I mean, child, it didn't give it. It didn't give it. What rules? All the money her and her husband stole, she can't get new wigs from America. Y'all, how can I pull this up here? Hold on. I'm about to pull this up just real quick so y'all can see this old ugly wig. Okay, hold on. Then I'm about to get up out of here. But while I am talking, y'all, please make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button. Also, it is game night over on Ranting with Ricardo's channel. So you guys make sure that you're over there so we can enjoy game night together. Okay, so we can enjoy game night together. How do I look this up? Because y'all got to see this wig. Why I can't search for nothing? See this him. I don't got time for this. Where the search engine at? Oh, here you go. Latosha. Y'all, look at this old wide gap wig she got on her head. I was like, now, ma'am, we not about to do this. We not about to do this. And when she start going by Latasha Scott Bivens is what I want to know. Okay, yeah, I need to get off here because hold on, y'all. We almost there. I have to pull this wig up. Because I wish you would have. Okay, there it goes. It's bigger. Here we go. Thumbnail remove. Okay. Girl, you could have you for real could have let that wig where it was at. Do y'all see this old tie wig? Okay. I am mad at you, ma'am. I'm mad at you. I am mad at you. So you mean to tell me the stylist that you got different from the rest of the girls can't help you find a hairstylist to get these wigs right? Get this lace tied down and stuff? Because I'm not understanding. This is not cute. Okay. Let me see if they can show it from the front. I say, what? Y'all. Now y'all know this. Y'all know this wig is a fool. Okay. Y'all know this wig is a fool. Okay. I don't know. Was it originally supposed to be a bob or something? I don't know. But this, what is this? Was it supposed to be a bob that was folded under? Y'all know I don't like Clawfoot Claudia Jordan. So it looked like her bob did in season 7. Really do. And it could be the color, but it's the style for me. It's the style for me. What is this? Simply Elegant One. Can you chime in? What kind of wig is this? Where'd she get a wig from? See, 'cause let me tell y'all, here where I'm at, we got a store called Jenny's, okay? And Jenny's got this wall that you walk to, okay? You walk to the back wall. It's like a big old hair store. And I mean, they got everything. And they got the Vivica Fox hair in there. I really don't know nothing about this stuff. But they got Vivica Fox hair in there. They got, you know, bundles and bundles and bundles and bundles and bundles and bonnets and do-rags and brushes and combs and hair products and shampoos and conditioners and uh, 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 body oils and stuff like that. Got all of that, right? But then when you go to the far back of the back of the back, in the back, in the far back, in the back there, they got clearance wigs, okay? And what I mean by clearance wigs is wigs that cost no more than $10. And I'm very much convinced that this is exactly where she picked that wig up from. Exactly where she picked that wig up from was in the back of the big there, where they got the clearance wigs at from $1 to $10. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no more. That wig ain't gonna be no more than $10. So if you need your good old shake wig, you know, one of them wigs, you just shake it a little bit, you put it on, you know, you pop it out and then you put it on your head and then you shake it and then you go. That's what she giving. She pulled that thing out the closet and gave a good old shake. That wig is not it. That wig is not it. No, let's see. I don't know nothing about the hair, but one thing I do know is that this is not cute. Wigs be having spider web. No, let me tell you something, Gabby. The crazy thing is, back there, well, at least I know I haven't been back there. I don't think I've really been back there since the Cora. Everything I need is typically in the front of the store. So I haven't really been back there to see how it is, but typically folks was buying them synthetic wigs, especially them church mothers that needed a wig for church the next day. You know, going there Saturday, they need them a new wig for service, and they go right on over there to the clearance and go on and get them one of them synthetic wigs for service. That's what they do. That looked like that Claudia Jordan bob. What's wrong with the bob? There's nothing wrong with your bob. Her bob was folded under. She got layers though. Some stiff layers at that. Okay, I'm not doing this job. I'm not doing this job. Okay, listen. So we talked about the bishop. Okay, the bishop, he done went on down there and done an interview with the shade room. Okay, in the shade room, you know, got them together trying to figure out what all he over there doing. And y'all know that Easter Sunday is getting ready to come up. And you know what I just imagine? I imagine the service like this. Okay, so Bishop Lamo preach. Okay. Kim Belly Burrell will do praise and worship. Okay. Ron Tasha will be coming and singing with the choir. Okay. She will be singing with the choir. Okay. And the cousin pastor, she gonna do intercessory prayer. The one that said she was gonna whoop somebody. It's from that because she was from the Bronx. Okay. And then there's another cousin pastor who said some things in the pulpit too. He's going to be there at the service, okay? So everybody that like to cuss folks out in the church, folks that like to scam people and stuff, they all going to the same Easter service, okay? So if you need somewhere to go, you need to run down, okay? Tasha can bring you down there to the Leaders of Tomorrow, tomorrow, the next day, Forever Day International Church for Easter service. You guys know that the attire that you must wear must be sherbet. Sherbet anything, okay? Sherbet anything is what the attire will be. Sherbet, Uchi, Luchi, Wuchi. Just make sure you get your sherbet suits and you get your sherbet shoes and you be ready to go on down to the worship service. Okay. Head on down to the worship service. That is one service I would not want to be in. Okay. Anyway, y'all. So then we ended this thing out talking about Kandi and Jason Lee. Kandi addressing Jason Lee and the things that Jason Lee has had to say about Kandi. Okay. There has been quite a bit of people in here today. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I did have an unfortunate passing in my family, pretty close person in my family. And so I really wasn't supposed to be on live today, but you know, sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying in real life, and that's what I needed to do. You know, I stayed in the bed this morning, did all kind of stuff, but you know, just again, y'all, just let everybody know you love them. Life is short, and you just never know. You know what is to take place. You just never know what this world has to hand to you. So again, I love each and every one of you. Don Dons, thank y'all for sticking with your boy. I didn't want this to be a long live, but listen, game night is tonight. So please, please, please make sure that you guys head over to Ranting with Ricardo. If you're not subscribed to her, go ahead and subscribe and set those notifications so that you can join us for game night every Wednesday. All right. And it's going to always be a TV show or a movie. There's a wheel that she picks from, a wheel that they spin that she picks from, and we get to enjoy it. Simply Elegant One, do you happen to have, actually, I think I can go grab it really quick. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let us see. Okay, so we have School Days and Menace to Society tonight. School Days and Menace to Society tonight. I have just pasted the link in the chat. So you guys make sure that you click that link and go ahead and set those notifications so that you don't miss tonight's game night, okay? I will be over there. I don't know if I'll be playing or not, but I will be trying to get a key, okay? Again, laugh to keep from crying. Yes, laugh to keep from crying. But again, y'all, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you bang that notification bell. Okay, thank you, Two Fights. I didn't see that you had posted it. But thank you. I appreciate it. Jason Chain looked like Solomon to the head. You know what? I'm not. But anyway, y'all, listen, thank you for tuning in. Game night, the link is pasted in the chat. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of time to get that link, and y'all can twerk y'all way on up out of here. Chef Don Don Show. Do appreciate y'all. For those of you that are in Patreon, thank you for all of the love that you guys gave to me today. Patreon, be on the lookout because I will post my full reaction to the Love and Marriage Huntsville trailer in there tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. And with that being said, y'all, I'm about to twerk my way up out of here. Hit that like button. And I will see you guys later. Bye. Hey. Just letting y'all know if y'all ever went out with me, we would definitely have a good time. hit that like button on y'all way out. Hey, 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 hey.